Hello entrepreneurs, welcome back to the Entrepreneurship Channel, the channel where future business leaders come to get inspired. Charlie Munger is an American investor, businessman and philanthropist. Charlie Munger is also the Vice President of Berkshire Hathaway. Charlie Munger was born on January the 1st, 1924. He began his career as a real estate attorney and then he left that to focus on investing. Charlie Munger is amongst the best investors in the world and he follows the value investing method established by Benjamin Graham. In his journey through the world of investing, Charlie Munger has amassed a personal wealth of over $2 billion. Without wasting another second, let's look at Charlie Munger's 6 rules for investing and business. Rule number 1, always keep learning.
The other great secret is that we're good at lifelong learning. Warren is so much better in some ways in his 70s and 80s than he was younger that it's almost awesome. If you keep learning all the time, you have a huge advantage. And we both just like it.
And we have a wonderful group of friends, really wonderful.
From whom we can learn a lot.
Rule number 2, know the edge of your competence.
One of these guys at the Berkshire meeting from one of the foreign publications said, why do a couple of guys in a little place in Omaha do so much better than all these powerful minds in great institutions? And I said, well, I think Warren and I know the edge of our competency better than other people do. And that's humility in the umbrella sense, and that is a very important thing to know. I say over and over again, it's not a competency if you don't know the edge of it. You are a disaster if you don't know the edge of your own competency. Warren frequently says, I'd rather deal with a guy with an IQ of 130 who thinks it's 125 than a guy with an IQ of 180 that thinks it's 200. That second guy will kill you. And so it is very important to know the edge of your own competency.
Rule number 3, understand what you are doing.
We have to deal in things that we're capable of understanding. And then once we're over that filter, we have to have a business with some intrinsic characteristics that give it a durable competitive advantage. And then, of course, we would vastly prefer a management in place with a lot of integrity and talent. And finally, no matter how wonderful it is, it's not worth an infinite price. So we have to have a price that makes sense and gives a margin of safety considering the natural vicissitudes of life. That's a very simple set of ideas. And the reason that our ideas have not spread faster is they're too simple. The professional classes can't justify their existence if that's all they have to say.
Rule number 4, invest in trust.
We have this system where we transelect very trustworthy people and give them enormous trust. And as they practice that trust, they get more confirmed in being trustworthy. And eventually we've got this seamless web of trust, which is incredibly efficient and very useful. And by the way, this is not just my doctrine. This is a doctrine in economics that tries to explain why firms come into existence. And firms come into existence because a lot of people who trust one another operating within a firm are more efficient than they would be if they were a bunch of independent proprietors.
Rule number 5, every mischance in life is an opportunity.
Life will have terrible blows in it. Horrible blows. Unfair blows. Doesn't matter. And some people recover and others don't. And there I think the attitude of Epictetus is the best. He thought that every mischance in life was an opportunity to behave well. Every mischance in life was an opportunity to learn something. And that your duty was not to be submerged in self-pity, but to utilize the terrible blow in a constructive fashion.
Rule number 6, swim as competently as you can.
Warren and I have not made our way in life by making successful macroeconomic predictions and betting on our conclusions. Our system is to swim as competently as we can, and sometimes the tide will be with us, and sometimes it will be against us. But by and large, we don't much bother with trying to predict the tides because we plan to play the game for a long time. I recommend to all of you exactly the same attitude. It's kind of a snare and a delusion to outguess macroeconomic cycles. Very few people do it successfully, and some of them do it by accident. When the game is that tough, why not adopt the other system of swimming as competently as you can and figuring that over a long life you'll have your share of good tides and bad tides.
Guys, if you learned something new from the video, please hit the like button below because it really helps the YouTube algorithm. If you want to join our learning community, then please hit the subscribe button. And as always, comment your favorite quote by Charlie Munger. Thank you for watching the video.